Traders who don't understand price action are essentially gambling with their finances. Here's how I know. Hello fellow traders, I'm Trader Tom with over a decade and a half of experience, as well as the founder of Simply Forex Trading Academy. I'm opening the doors to just 20 ambitious traders for my elite weekly masterclasses, where you get the chance to join an inner circle where ordinary traders turn into market experts. Dive deep into the art of price action trading across 4 intensive sessions. You'll emerge with ability to spot high probability trades, execute with confidence, and achieve consistent gains. Secure your spot immediately. Don't miss this exclusive opportunity to kickstart your journey. Can't wait to see you in class.
Hello traders, how are we? Welcome back. Trader Tom here from Simply Forex, the channel created to help you understand the charts. As always, guys, we're going to start by looking back at yesterday's trades. But if you stay till the end of the vid, I'm going to give you my trade ideas for today and the important news for today as well. So stay tuned. Let's do this. Let's mention the football again. Georgia beat Portugal. What quite a crazy little Euros we're having. And that Georgian forward, I hope Liverpool sign him. Anyway, back to the trades. Just have to get that in, my little football injection. Right, pound US dollar. We were looking at a couple of levels on US dollar pairs, right? Pound US dollar was one of them, and I actually ended up taking the trade. Okay, so we're going to start with pound US dollar. Why was we interested in this? Well, if we just follow structure, guys, because that's the first thing you need to understand. You need to understand what trend you are in, right? And we were in a downtrend, right? Lower highs, lower lows, downtrend. And like with a few of the US dollar pairs, we like the level we were at, right? Whereas at a nice, what was once support, becomes resistance. Was at a nice level, and we're just looking for a breakdown to take price back down to these lows, right? And as you can see, guys, that's exactly what happened. And I still like US dollar strength for today as well. If we drop down to the H4, so if we look at the H4, guys, this candle was really the catalyst. Let's zoom out a little bit more, because if you follow H4 structure down, we were here. Okay, and really we were like, is it a downtrend? Are we getting higher lows? So we needed a candle to tell us what exactly was going on, and this was the candle, right? This broke these lows, all right? So we were getting lower lows, and as you can see, price, started falling like a rock or a stone or any slightly heavy object. Anyway, yeah, so this H4 candle was the catalyst, guys. It broke this low. If we look at the H1 as well, you can see we also got this, if we just follow H1 structure, we got this break down here, right? We broke that low. That was that H4 low. I waited for a slight retrace. I got in at 2670, put my stop up here, and then took price back down to this level here, where I took some profit. I've let 20% run, and I closed the remainder of my trade here. All right, so good trade, guys. Yeah, and we're still interested in this US dollar strength today, but pound US dollar. We was also looking at Canadian dollar Swiss franc. If we start with the day chart, because this is just broken structure. Let's include that, right? And this is where we were, in a downtrend. Now we have this last high here, and as soon as that's broken, right, with this candle here, we have higher highs. Okay, we are in an uptrend. So yeah, and we had a bullish candle, right? We've broken this level, bullish candle, and we had a bit of room to move into. Now, if we drop down to the H4, we got this bullish candle here, but I still needed a retrace into this grey zone. Right, I just needed some kind of retrace to represent value, because this, if you look at the H4, it's already, quite overbought. right? So we needed a retrace into this grey zone before we start buying. But, right, I'm not going to buy this red candle. Yes, as soon as I see this red candle, I know I'm not going to be interested in this trade for some time, at least for the next 4 hour candle. And the next 4 hour candle doesn't tell us to buy it either. Neither does this, neither does this. Nothing's telling us to buy this pair. So I didn't, right? Simple as that, guys. Yeah, and those were the two trades we were looking at from yesterday. Let's take a look at today's trades now. Guys, if you enjoy receiving my analysis and trade ideas every single day, then please come join the channel. Yeah, subscribe to the channel right now. Smash the notification button so you receive an alert. And if everyone could please smash the like button, it helps support the vid. Thank you very much. Right, trades for Thursday, the 27th of June. Before we get started, guys, let me just mention a few things because you might be interested in them or you will be interested in them. First of all, guys, if you haven't already, come join our trading community. You can talk to like-minded traders, share ideas, knowledge. Come join our free Discord channel. You just create a username, we let you in. Also, guys, right now you can get free access to the VIP Trading Academy if you deposit funds into one of our preferred brokers. Okay. In the VIP, you get all of my trade signals plus other expert traders sharing their trade signals. You get access to numerous tutorials from things that I've learned over the years, and you get direct access to me should you need help with anything. All right, so check out the promo. Also, guys, at the moment, we are running a price action masterclass. Okay, the idea of this is to give you all the tools you need to understand price action and find high probability trades. Okay, if you're interested in that, guys, register today. We have a few seats available. Register today. Check out that promo. And finally, guys, if you would like to show your support for the channel, then you can. You can become a Simply Forex YouTube member, and there's many, many perks for doing so. All the information for all of these things are in the video description. And finally, guys, don't forget to join me for the live stream, 8 a.m. New York EST time. Get all your questions ready for me. We'll look at the live charts. Maybe we'll get a trade set up. Who knows? Right, trades for today, guys, right? It's still, for me, about US dollar strength. And I'm going to draw a muscle arm, right? Because I know people enjoy my drawings. Right, so US dollar is strong, guys, okay? And we can see that in a few US dollar pairs today. Now, if I'm trading US dollar, the first thing I'm going to look at is the dollar index. So let's start with the dollar index and look at yesterday's candle, right? Yesterday's candle broke these highs. Okay, so we're in an uptrend. We've broken these highs. We've got a bullish candle, and there's room to move into. All right, so just looking at the day chart, I really like the weekly chart. Actually, we'll take a look at that. But just looking at the day chart, I think we've got room up to this 106 psychological level. So US dollar strength. And I know I keep going on about this weekly chart, but look at this channel. Yeah, bang, 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 potentially, right? So we like US dollar strength with the weekly as well and daily. All right, itchy ear, itchy head. I don't know what's going on. All right, so we like US dollar strength still. Now, if we go back to the New Zealand US dollar, this is my first trade idea for today. Actually, let's start with the weekly because look at all of this. Look at these weekly selling wicks. All right, and we've finally got a breakdown on the day chart. Okay, so let's go to the day chart. You can see, guys, this candle, right, has broken all of these lows. This low, this low, this low, even these lows over here. It's just broken them. So price was in an uptrend, yeah, and then it began to range, right? When price stops making higher highs, it's always a red flag that trend is slowing down or potentially breaking down, right? And then sure enough, it breaks down with this candle here. We get a break of this low. Yeah, so we're in a downtrend. We've got lower lows and we have a nice big bearish candle, and we've got a bit of room to move into to the next support level and this 6050 psychological level. All right, so that's our target. If we drop to the H4 now, I mean, we just zoom out, guys. This entire grey zone is really a daily level, but you can see where price has reacted many times. Okay, so that's our first level, right? So if the H4 retraces into here, yeah, perhaps the moving average 20 comes round, we get a bearish reaction, we can start selling New Zealand dollar, US dollar. All right, because you can clearly see, you know, we're in a H4 downtrend. Okay, so from there we could start selling it, or if we look at the H1, guys, again, it's still within the grey zone, the larger grey zone, but we have a grey zone within a grey zone. I know, whatever next. And if you just follow H1 structure, you know, this is where we're at, right? So again, if price retraces into here, we get a bearish reaction. I will also be happy to start selling it from there. All right, so New Zealand US dollar, that's the first US dollar pair we're looking at. I also like Aussie dollar US dollar. So these are the US dollar pairs I prefer the most, get my teeth in. Now, we know with Aussie dollar US dollar, it's been this kind of ranging market, right? And I know Aussie dollar had some strength yesterday, but look at the rejection wick we got here. Anyway, right, we were in this uptrend and then it just started ranging. We actually got a breakdown here. So at this point, we're in a downtrend, but really we're still in this range, okay? And price is ranging from here, right, to here. And the idea is we've had this nice big bearish wick rejection. Look at that wick. Yeah, we saw all that Aussie dollar strength only for it to totally be rejected with sellers, hence this wick, right? So I think we can still take it back down to these last lows here, and this 600 level is my psychological level, my target. Let's put this across a bit so you can see that clearly, right? Ranging top of the range to the bottom of the range. If we drop to the H4, right? H4 is still in an uptrend. Yeah, we need to be wary of this. Okay, remember that Aussie dollar strength, and then look at that rejection. But we still are in an uptrend. Okay, so really the opportunities are going to be on the H1. Because the H1, we are starting to see, right, lower highs, right? We're getting lower highs. So therefore, this level is important. Okay. So first of all, you know, if price retraces into here, right, we get a bearish reaction. I'm happy to start selling from there. Okay. I may take some profit here and let some profit run. Okay. If it breaks this level, right, then I'm not interested today. Chances are it might want to come up to this level. Right? But if it reacts at this level, I'm interested. Also, guys, we could wait for a break of these lows, right? So price has come down, yeah, and perhaps it does this, and then we get a break of these lows. We could also start selling it here as well. Stop above here, take price lower. All right, so Aussie dollar, US dollar, those are the scenarios I'm looking at to sell Aussie dollar, US dollar today. And finally, guys, I'm looking at a couple of one Swiss franc pair. So let me explain. So pound Swiss franc, if we look at the weekly chart, right, you know, we had this conversation yesterday. I'm actually seeing a downtrend on the weekly chart because we broke this low, okay? And, you know, we're getting a bit of a bearish reaction in here. Can we come lower, right? But on the weekly chart, I'm seeing lower lows, right? And on the day chart, we've got a lovely reaction at a lovely level. There's so many reasons why this is a nice level, right? We've got moving average 20, We've got what was once support becomes resistance. Yeah, really nice level to start selling back down to the grey zone. Okay, the support zone. And we've had a nice bearish candle. Okay, so I'm going to come back to this trade because I want to show you New Zealand Swiss franc. Now, on the day chart, this is a similar scenario, right, to pound Swiss franc. Right, we're at a really nice level. What was once support becomes resistance. Yeah, we've got a nice big bearish candle, and we've got room to move into back down to these lows. So day chart, very similar. But you remember that pound Swiss franc weekly chart? I would say that's in a downtrend, whereas New Zealand Swiss franc weekly chart is clearly not. Right, this is clearly in an uptrend. Right, higher highs, higher lows, and we've got this really nice bullish wick at the moving average 20. Right, so I'm less inclined to trade this one for that reason. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that comparison, because sometimes you get a lot of, for example, you will see Swiss franc strength in the market and you like New Zealand Swiss franc, Euro Swiss franc, pound Swiss franc. But if you delve a little deeper, guys, you can find reasons why you prefer one over the other. Okay, and it makes it a stronger trade, potentially, a higher probability trade. So let's go back to pound Swiss franc. Yeah, so for all those reasons, guys, yeah, we're in a downtrend. Nice retrace to a nice double whammy resistance level. Okay, we've got a nice big bearish candle. Yeah, that is a bearish engulfing candlestick pattern, right? And we can potentially take price lower. If we drop down to the H4, yeah, I draw this channel in. Yeah, this channel is important here, right? Because H4 was firmly in this uptrend using this channel, right? And we've broken out of this channel. Okay, so that's important. If we drop to the H1, I'm actually going to put a level in here, right? You can actually see these last H1 highs here. Okay, so price has clearly broken down on the H1. Right, break. As soon as we break all these lows in here, we're in a H1 downtrend, and now we have, these last highs in here. Okay, so if price retraces into here, we get a nice bearish reaction. I will start selling pound Swiss franc from here. I would also consider, if it didn't retrace to here and we got a big bearish candle that just sort of broke these lows, yeah, I would also start selling from there as well. All right, guys, so those are my 3 trade ideas for today. Let's take a look at the news now. So news for Thursday, the 27th of June, guys. Before I get started, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, smash that notification button and smash the like button, guys. Please check out all the promotions we're running at the moment. And please don't forget to join me for the live stream today, 8 a.m. New York EST time. Right, news for today, guys. So the first piece of news is at 10 o'clock. These are all London GMT time. So 10 o'clock, we got this financial stability report. This could potentially move any pound pair, right? Anything comes out of this report. And 30 minutes later, we got the Bank of England governor speaking as well. So, that 10 and 10:30 could really put some, volatility into the pound. After that, guys, the next piece of important news is, it's not a word, is at 1:30, right? And we've just got so much US dollar data, right? We've got continuing jobless claims, durable goods orders, and most importantly, GDP and initial jobless claims, right? So GDP is super important at the moment. We want to see growth. So at 1:30, the US dollar could go buck wild crazy. And remember, we're looking at US dollar pairs today, guys. So, may have to hold off until we see what this news does. And then after that, guys, there's no other news we're interested in. All right, so there you go, guys. That's the news. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you later for the live stream. Adios, amigos.